All right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick's on the Power. So I wanted to make a video about the Masters Olympia competition. So for those of you who don't know or don't remember, there used to be a Masters Olympia. So the Masters Olympia would be for guys who are 40 and up, 50 and up, and even 60 and up. So I wish they would bring this competition back because I found it very interesting, especially with all the recent comebacks that we've seen with Kevin Levrone, Flex Wheeler, and I'm sure there's plenty of other guys who have stayed in shape after their competitive careers, after their retirements, that are still pretty big. Like Dennis James, for example, is still a pretty big guy. You got Bob Ciccarello, still a pretty big guy, but still past his prime. A lot of these guys that competed in the 90s and even in the 80s are still around today. They're still lifting. They're still maintaining their physiques, but there's no Masters Olympia for them to compete in. And we've seen some very fascinating things happen in the Masters Olympia over the years. We saw Lou Ferrigno made his famous comeback at the Masters Olympia. Some of the past Masters Olympia winners include Robbie Robinson. You had Ed Corney, who won the 60 and over. You had Sonny Schmidt. You had Vince Taylor, who won the most Masters Olympias, but never won a Mr. Olympia title outside of the Masters Olympia. And of course, you also had Don Youngblood as well, who I made a video about. Unfortunately, he passed away at a very young age. But overall, I think the Masters Olympia was a very fascinating idea. It ended in 2004. So 2004 to 2011, there was a very large gap where they didn't hold any Masters Olympia competitions, and they brought it back in 2012. So I think now would be the perfect time to bring it back for the 2018 season. You've got Kevin Levrone, you got Flex Wheeler. I'm sure you've got plenty of other guys that would be able to compete in this, and they would have a more fair playing field. Because who are we kidding? I mean, when Flex Wheeler or Kevin Levrone compete against a guy that's less than half their age, I mean, their chances are severely skewed not to place very well at that show. But when you have these age caps for these older legends to come back and compete, I think it provides a very entertaining element to the Olympia for the fans to see. And it's something that we've been lacking in these most recent Olympias, is really a draw for the fans. A lot of people complain that the past couple Olympias have been boring without Kai Green and Phil having their famous rivalry. Nobody's really been pushing Phil until this year with Big Ramy, obviously. But I think we need something extra to draw attention to the Olympia, and I think the Masters Olympia would be a great way to do that. I would love to see some of these 90s guys come out of the woodwork and compete. And some of the guys even before that, you've got guys that competed in the 70s that are still in amazing shape. You've got Robbie Robinson, who is well into his 70s, and he still looks like a great body. I mean, he still looks amazing. They should have an over 70 division for him to compete in. Anyway, it's just a thought, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Do you think they should bring back the Masters Olympia? Why or why not? Please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Nick Strength and Power, signing out.